friends, and welcome back to the channel. You're watching Project Dark Knight Horror, and I'm your host, The Dark Knight. Today, we're going to be focusing on ghosts, poltergeists, and demons. We're going to take a deep dive into the world of the paranormal. The last video's secret word was believe. Well done to the first 3 people who commented the right information. Their names are King Buck 360, Big Fred 0997, and Rossi Boku. Well done, and thank you for finding the word. Keep your eyes wide open for the secret word in this video, and let's begin. Who is it? The first video was sent to me anonymously via email. The email I received only included this video with a short message attached. A dad somewhere in the US has been experiencing strange activity in his home since his son unfortunately passed away. The activity includes knocks and taps, strange noises and footsteps. Also, objects have been mysteriously moving. Now, what I found strange about this case was that the man's son was a child, very young, so how could footsteps be heard or large objects be moved? It didn't quite add up to me. But unless you've experienced the tragedy of losing a loved one, grief has a way of playing with your mind, and you hear and see only what you want to. The man thinks that his son is contacting him from the other side, and he could be right, but I want you to watch this for yourself. There's something off about it. Something tells me it could be something else trying to make contact. Watch.
Alright, now I heard you a second ago. I don't know where you're at, but if you can, give me a sign that you are here, because I would like to know if you are here, if there's anybody here. Anybody in here? I heard somebody somewhere. The cat's downstairs. It wasn't her. I guess that's my son.
So the man has his son and daughter's toys all in one room upstairs, and I don't know if you noticed, but the oven door on the pink toy kitchen was closed moments ago, and as he asked for a sign, suddenly one of the oven doors opens. Now, you might be thinking that it could just be loose, right? Well, watch this.
Any other signs? Can you open the other door? Can you open the other oven door? Will you open the other door? Thank you. Now I know you're here.
The man asks his son if he can show him a sign by opening the other oven door, and Amazingly, right on cue, the second oven door opens. As a grieving parent, I can understand and sympathize that this kind of activity can be comforting. To know that your loved one is close by. But this can also be very, very dangerous. I'm not saying that that's what's happening here, but you have to be very careful. Firstly, why would a young child's spirit be tied down to the property? I'm not trying to be harsh here, but there are evil spirits that are drawn to death, despair, and depression, and they'll take advantage of a grieving parent if you let them. Demons and evil spirits exist in our world, and they only appear during bad times or times of sadness, like the death of a child. And theoretically, they could imitate or pretend to be someone they're not, so you are drawn to them and give them attention and belief.
Can I get any other sign at all, that you are here? Anything? There's the cat. Couldn't have been her. Let's see. Reggie, you sent something in here? Think there's something in here, honey? Give me something else. Anything. Okay.
As the man walks into the kitchen, there's a sound behind him, and he turns around just in time to see the broomstick fall, again as he's asking for a sign. If we rewind the clip back, you can see where the broomstick was before, leaning against the wall. Also, it doesn't just fall to the side, because if you noticed, it was standing upright with the brush on the floor, meaning it didn't just fall, it was flipped.
Give me something else. Anything. Okay. Are you trying to hurt me? Or are you just trying to scare me? Because I'm not scared of you. I find this really interesting. Do something else. Or show yourself or something. I want to see you. I want to know what you look like. Anything. Anything at all is absolutely fine with me. Camera keeps blurring. Wonder what she ran from out here. Are you a kid? You an older person? Come on, you gonna give me something else? Anything else? I don't care what it is. Shit. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you the fuck alone.
Now, this is where I start to think that it might not be his son who he's communicating with. And, in the back of his mind, I think the man knows it too. Why else would he ask, "Are you trying to hurt me?" Just before the clip ends, the man asks for another sign, and he definitely gets it. Either he's in the process of moving or giving away his stuff, because there are a few boxes scattered about the house. That's when he asks, "Are you an older person?" revealing that he's starting to believe that it might not be his son who he's communicating with. And as he asks for another sign, a heavy box behind him is pushed off as it falls to the floor, spilling out its contents, which seem to be toys. And that's enough activity for the man, and the clip ends there. I've sent an email back to the anonymous man and asked him if he has any more background information and if he has any more videos. So, as soon as I hear anything, I will let you know. Footsteps from the past.
Hello, Project Dark Knight fans. Bobby Bars here. I am the owner of one of the most haunted houses in York County, Pennsylvania, World Paranormal, right there. Just want to say I really appreciate you guys for showing all the love and support that y'all have shown so far, and especially towards David, which is, as y'all know, the owner of Project Dark Knight. I want to give y'all a little information on the haunting that is here. There is a little boy and a little girl. The little girl supposedly died of cancer upstairs. The little boy supposedly drowned, but we don't know that for sure. That actually came from a medium from Ireland. There is a woman. I don't know how she got here. There is also a man and a shadow spirit. We've had experiences from sinks turning on to objects moving to voices to all types of mind-blowing things. If y'all would like to, y'all could swing by the channel, World Paranormal.
So that was Bobby Bars, who lives with his family in a home that is haunted. He's also the owner of the YouTube channel World Paranormal. So Bobby and his family for the past few years have experienced a lot of paranormal activity. He's done a lot of research on the property that he lives in Pennsylvania, and he's also gotten a couple of mediums. And apparently 2 children died in the home. A little girl died upstairs of cancer, and according to the medium, a boy drowned whilst out playing with his friends in a lake. There's also the spirit of a man and a woman who dwell here. On multiple occasions the woman has been heard whilst Bobby has been recording. But by far the most creepy form of activity is the footsteps. It is thought that the male spirit used to be a soldier who died nearby during the Battle of Gettysburg, and his spirit returned home. And that brings us on to how Bobby's home became haunted. A couple of years ago, Bobby and his partner visited the historical borough of Gettysburg in Adams County. Now here's a quick historical summary for all you history buffs watching this. The Battle of Gettysburg was one of America's most violent and bloodiest battles. But check this, the battle only lasted 3 days, from the 1st to the 3rd of July, 1863. After the smoke had cleared and the fighting was over, there were more than 48,000 estimated casualties from both sides of the camp, the Union and the Confederates, making the Battle of Gettysburg the bloodiest and quickest single battle of the conflict. All that rage, hate, violence and death exploding on the battlefield that morning in Adams County. And ever since then, the grounds at Gettysburg has been very, very haunted. In fact, on YouTube there are hundreds of videos of people experiencing paranormal activity at Gettysburg, from lights flashing in the trees to soldiers being seen marching up and down the field wearing old period uniform, to gunfire and cannons being heard booming throughout the night. And being a resident of Pennsylvania, Bobby found himself visiting Gettysburg to try and catch some paranormal activity. Now, I'm not sure if Bobby found an object and took it home with him, but what we do know is that something paranormal followed him back, and ever since then, his home has been very active, and every day it gets more and more creepy. Now, listen to the footsteps.
Oh, the footsteps are back. And my door, was wide open. I heard it creak. I looked over and then it, kind of stopped but slowed down to a stop. And my daughter's sleeping in that room with the door shut. Someone keeps moving the handle. And there's the footsteps. Sound like they're getting closer, man. Yeah, it was definitely my doorknob. Yeah, dude, they're definitely getting closer. Bro. Bro. Dude, this... I don't like them footsteps, man. Especially not that bag moving. Sounded like my daughter's door. Like, nope, nope, nope. I was so focused on that noise at my daughter's door, I didn't even see that going shut. Footsteps are crazy, man. Yeah. Come on, dude.
I know y'all hear that whispering. Yeah, fuck them footsteps, dude. Sorry for my language. I really just don't want this door shutting on my face. Get back a little bit. I swear I keep hearing voices. Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. What do you want? Hello? Hello?
Bobby is more used to the activity that he experiences in his home, but that's not to say he doesn't still get creeped out from time to time. The spirit you can hear walking around, it's like it's oblivious to Bobby, but what is worrying is that it roams from room to room, in and out of Bobby and his daughter Sky's bedroom, and in the past it's knocked over objects from the table. What you're witnessing in Bobby's videos is genuine 100% real paranormal activity. He's uploaded many videos of poltergeist activity, furniture moving, knocks, taps and bangs, but the footsteps are getting more and more active. Also, did you hear the whispering? I urge you, after you finish watching my video, jump over to Bobby's channel and listen to his content wearing headphones and prepare to be shocked. I'm in constant contact with Bobby, so if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like Bobby to try, just let me know and I'll pass the message on. Or if you prefer, you can show Bobby some love and support by jumping over to his channel and dropping him a comment or two. But when you get there, don't forget to tell him the Dark Knight sent you. Thank you. Signal from the shadows. For our next case, we're back with the boys from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals, Derek and David. The channel Signs and Signals sees the adventures of two best friends, David and Dell, as they investigate the paranormal in a light-hearted, family-friendly way. But jokes aside, on some of their adventures the smiles and laughs stop the minute they catch something paranormal, and they've caught quite a lot. They've uploaded investigations from a haunted lake, many haunted houses where satanic rituals have been held, abandoned factories and power plants, cemeteries, and a house that used to belong to a so-called witch. Also, they've uploaded videos about Randonautica, but by far the most haunted location that they've been to, and the location that's given them the most paranormal activity, is also a location you wouldn't normally associate with the paranormal. It's a church. This is now their 7th investigation in this church, which normally sits locked up, but the boys from Signs and Signals have special access and they've been granted a backstage pass from the owner. On their previous visits, they've experienced tables and chairs moving on their own, books being knocked onto the floor. The church piano was heard all of a sudden with no one near it, doors opening and closing, and a shadow figure has been seen multiple times by the boys. So just like a moth being drawn by the flames of a paranormal candle, the boys return once again to the haunted church. Watch.
Here we go. Excited to be back. Hi guys, we're home. Who's in here tonight? We're in, you'll say hey, or you can come up and touch me. I'm down for it. Come on, show us something.
Check the piano.
We know you're in here. You probably can never leave. Why don't you come and talk to us about it? Chill out, bro. You want to try lights out? You'll sit over here and do a lights out.
All right, lights
How long
out.
do you want to do it for?
However long it takes.
30 seconds, 45 seconds?
I don't know, just
I don't know how long I'll be able to do it for. Alright, ready?
yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, now I feel like I hear everything. Say something to us. Make us aware that you're here. For all we know, you're not even here. We're going to leave soon. If it seems like you're not here, then I guess you moved on, and we'll just leave. So if you don't want us to leave, you better tell me something.
I'm not sure if it's just the church creaking or if that is something moving.
No, dude,
But there's always something moving every time we come in here and start talking.
but something to my right over here was scratching. It sounded like something was scratching the wood over here. And I know,
Beside you?
yeah, I know it's going to be on here. It sounded like someone was scratching the wood, dude, for real. Dude, I don't like this, bro.
Is it like it's sitting beside you?
No, it's like the pew over here next to me. It scratched the wood.
I'm gonna try to get a couple of pictures while it's pitch black like this.
I flash like something went in front of it, I think.
What went in front of it?
I don't know, maybe a bug.
I'm taking pictures. Dale.
Huh?
Dale's. It's beside you.
What?
It's beside you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
To the right. It's in
What?
the picture. It's in the picture. It's to your right there.
Huh?
Right there.
Over here?
Oh,
Over here?
where you heard it.
Are you serious, dude? What are you talking about?
Yes.
What do you see in the picture?
Yeah, I'll show
What are
you.
you talking about, dude?
I'll show you.
Shouldn't you just tripping?
No.
Look.
Hold on. Oh, God. I'm gonna look at it. Gallery. It's right. In this room. Right here. Look. That's you.
Uh-huh.
That's beside you.
What the hell is that? Over in that window right there? Oh,
I can't even make out what I'm looking
what the hell
at.
is that?
You said you heard something
That's
over
just
there.
Is that not? Could that be like a shadow cast off the? Dude,
No,
what
because
the
I have
hell
other
is
pictures of it
that?
not there. Hold on. There.
Dude, what the? Dude, I'm trying my best not to curse, but what is that? Like, that doesn't look like a person at all. That's like a cartoon character or some shit, dude. Like, what is up? It's just like one solid shape.
I can't figure it.
So the boys enter the church, do a quick walkthrough to make sure that the building is empty. Then they get comfortable and go lights out. It is theorized that the activity increases in the dark because spirits feel more comfortable when they can't be seen. What do you think about the whole lights off topic? Do you believe it helps when investigating the paranormal? Do you think ghosts are more comfortable in the dark? Or are you like me and think it doesn't make a difference? If you're into the paranormal and you have an opinion, I want to know, so make sure you drop it down in the comments section. As the boys sit in the dark, a minute or two later, all of a sudden, a disembodied whisper is heard from the shadows. Dale mentions that he can hear something scratching coming from beside him, and he feels that something is nearby. At the time Dale mentions this, they both had no knowledge of the whisper that they had just caught, so David starts popping off digital stills, lighting up the dark, and that's when they capture something. Now, remember, David is taking the photos and Dale is sitting here in the front row of the pews. So who or what is this? As David takes multiple photos, all of a sudden something else is captured. A shadow figure can be seen sitting a few rows behind Dell. Now, we know it's not a glitch or an object in the background, because in the photos before, everything looked normal. And so the boys called it a night, but their viewers asked them to return, and Dell wanted to see if he could capture that shadow figure again. And so, 1 month later, the boys from Signs and Signals returned to the church, and after a quick game of rock, paper, scissors, Dell was the first to go into the church for a solo investigation. Watch.
Yay, back in here alone again. Woo! Oh my god. Alright, well I feel like there's a gas demon here, dude. Like straight up, immediately. Did y'all hear that shit?
Dale's in there right now. He's in there solo. I'd give him about 15 minutes.
Well, here we go. God. Anybody? Oh my goodness, what the heck is that? It's like somebody's sheet. I did not see that in here last time. I don't know what the heck that's about. Is anybody in here that like to communicate? I'm in here all alone. Dude, I know y'all heard that. Dude, that... I feel weird about saying this. Can y'all make another noise, please? If you're here, say something. Can you make a noise or move something? Hello? There's no way I could have came here without David outside, dude.
He's in the main area right now.
Yo. If you see anything behind me, please let me know. Man, if something happens, I hope David can hear me.
He's checking the bathrooms. Or he went in there to take a shit at one.
Come on out and show yourself. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Or if you're somebody in here that wants me to leave, just tell me. David? I mean, that definitely sounded like it was from the back. From the back. Come on. Come on now. Oh my God, dude. I just got like these tingles all around my neck and head right now. Hey! David. You messing with me, man? Why don't you make that sound again? Yeah, I'm standing over here behind the freaking wall, dude. I don't like having my back exposed. Do it again. I wish I had the static cam back here. David's got the GoPro outside though.
Keep thinking I'm hearing bangs in there, but I can tell which one's a door and which one's something else. I don't know if that's him banging or what.
So you man enough to go ahead and just have me come on back here, but you ain't man enough to do nothing when I'm back here? What's up? You ain't gonna do nothing when I'm back here? That's what I thought. Punk ass bitch. I'm sorry for cursing y'all. I'm just like trying to antagonize it. Come on, show me that power you got. Hey, you know what? You're just gonna play with me and just keep on knocking, making me come back here, and then you do nothing. So you're obviously just effing with me. And you know, I can F with you back. I can just completely ignore you. You're not even there. I don't even care. You ain't nothing. You ain't never been anything. That's the reason why you're stuck here. Because you suck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude. That was right on the ground. I could feel that rumbling on my feet. What's that supposed to mean, huh? You want me to come back in there? Well, no, I'm not coming back in there. Hell no. No. You stay in there. How about that? I like that. What the hell? Dude. Oh my God. There's banging every... It's like chasing me, dude. What the hell? What are you doing? Shut up! Shit. Oh, hell no with this. I'm getting out of here. That. Lock on this. Alright. What? Jammed. It stopped. Dude, I need to leave. Dude. Oh, David! David!
Oh, shit. Down! I can't get in!
Hey, David. I'll go for it. Call this. Hey! What the f*** happening? What the f***? I'll plug this. David! Hey! There's like a whole bunch of chairs in the way, dude. In the way. What the, dude, come on.
What the hell
Get out of here. Go. I didn't do it. Go.
What?
That damn place.
What? What happened?
I'll tell you in the car, dude. That shit. Do you not see that?
It's been well over 2 months since the boys were at the church, and I'm not sure if they'll return. But I'll be keeping my eyes wide open, and the minute they return or catch any paranormal activity, I will let you know. David and Dell, if you're watching this, it might be a good idea if you ask the owner of the church to install some CCTV. That way you'll be able to catch more paranormal activity. If you enjoyed David and Dell's investigation at the haunted church, then I highly recommend you watch their other videos too by jumping over to their YouTube channel. The name is on screen. When you get to their channel, make sure you drop David and Dell a comment or two. But don't forget to tell them the Dark Knight sent you. Thank you. From bad to worse. For our next case, we're checking back in with Tristan from the YouTube and TikTok account Tristan8104. If you've been a regular viewer of Project Dark Knight, then you would have seen Tristan's updates every few months on my channel. I've been featuring his haunting for almost 2 years now. Tristan is different from most people who live with the paranormal. You see, most people who have paranormal activity occurring in their home will interact with the spirit or spirits, especially if they have a platform that's mainly about the paranormal. But this is where Tristan differs from most hauntings, because Tristan doesn't interact, talk, or provoke with the spirits. He just leaves it alone and records it when it happens, which is most nights. And because he doesn't interact with it, the activity has basically stayed the same. You see, I always tell people and give advice not to interact with the paranormal, especially if it's in your own home, because by interacting, i.e. talking or provoking or asking the ghosts to tap, bang, or make themselves be known, and that gives the spirits or entity power, and the more energy they get, the stronger the activity gets too. And once the spirit gets strong enough, then they can feed off our energy, leaving you feel nauseous, tired, and drained. This is why I always tell people never to interact with the ghosts in their home. Trust me on this, people. At the beginning, it might seem novel, fun, interesting, and gives you a boost, especially if you have a paranormal channel. But once the entity gets strong enough, the things that you used to find fun soon become a nightmare. Like I said, Tristan never interacted or talked to the ghosts in his home, and things always stayed the same. That is, until a couple of weeks ago, because Tristan started interacting with the spirit, giving it more attention, asking it to reveal itself. And one night, while checking the rooms because of a weird sound that Tristan heard in the middle of the night, Tristan saw something that sent shivers down his spine. Watch. So a couple of weeks ago, Tristan started communicating with the spirits, asking the spirits to tap on the wall once for yes and two for no. And ever since that night, the tapping didn't stop. It continued daily. Tristan was now getting fed up. He didn't know what the spirits wanted or how to communicate with them. Then something started running around really fast at night. Its footsteps were loud enough to hear, even on carpeted flooring. Watch. Something fast and heavy can be heard running in and out of Tristan's bedroom. Tristan seems to think that it's the spirit of a child, and he says he doesn't mind. And this is where things go from bad to downright scary. You see, 1 week later, Tristan was in the bedroom when he heard a voice in the living room. So he got up to investigate. After finding nothing out of place in the living room, he started walking back to the bedroom, when suddenly he heard noises coming from his own bedroom. What he saw next chilled him to the bone. Watch. As Tristan makes his way back to his bed, he sees a dark figure standing in his bedroom. As he turns on the lights, he sees that something has risen under his bedding. After 2 years of paranormal activity, this has never happened before, and one can be forgiven to guess that it's because Tristan started communicating with the entity, asking it to reveal itself. As Tristan stands there shocked in a moment, suddenly, in an instant, the solid figure disappears, leaving the blanket to fall back down to the bed. This is a clear act of dominance. It appeared because it was summoned by Tristan, asking it to reveal itself. And, of all of the places to appear, it chose Tristan's bed, the one place he probably feels the safest and the most comfortable. This haunting is happening as we speak, and it's getting worse day by day. Every haunting has a different timescale and path to others, with some progressing fast and some progressing slow. But ultimately, it all depends if you interact with the spirits. I'll be watching and waiting for Tristan's next paranormal update, and as soon as I hear anything, I will let you know. I highly recommend that you go and check out Tristan's account and watch his paranormal journey from the beginning. The name is on screen. Also, show Tristan your support and let him know that we're all thinking about him by dropping him a comment or two. But don't forget, when you get there, to tell him the Dark Knight sent you. Thank you. If you've seen something scary, creepy, or amazing, or you've captured something paranormal on camera, or maybe you're unlucky enough to live in a haunted house and you think you're all alone, well, you're not. Project Dark Knight Horror is here for you. So send in your videos, clips, links and recommendations to Project Dark Knight. The email is on screen. Thank you. The Demon and Z.
Hi Project Dark Knight, this is Zak here from Zak's Scary Haunting. We've been haunted for past a year now by an evil spirit, and what you're about to see is my update.
For our last case, we're travelling back to Dubai to visit Zak, Mona and their son little Ryan. I've been following Zak's haunting from their first upload over 1 year ago. For anyone who doesn't know or recall, here's a quick summary. Mum and Dad used to both work full-time, and so they hired a nanny to take care of their son, Ryan, and cook and clean. But after a few months, they started noticing strange and scary behavior. Then, at night, they would hear the nanny chanting for hours throughout the night. When Z would wake up and go to the toilet, the nanny would be sitting there in the dark, chanting and murmuring under her breath and staring at their door. So Z got a camera, and that's when they realized and saw exactly how creepy and weird the nanny's behavior really was. After work, the family would sit down to eat a meal together, food that was cooked by the nanny for the family. But the nanny wouldn't eat the food that she made and would eat something entirely different that she brought. This made Z and Mona very suspicious, and they decided to let her go. So they broke the news and asked her to leave. That's when things got a whole lot worse. Paranormal activity started with taps and bangs, footsteps, poltergeist activity, and full-bodied apparitions were seen. Then came the scratching. Every night between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, something started scratching at their bedroom door. So the family all started sleeping in the same room together, because at night the activity would be terrifying. Then the banging started. The activity increased over the weeks, so the family decided to move. They left their home in the middle of the night and moved closer to the city, and all was well for about 3 months. Then, slowly by slowly, day by day, old familiar sounds started again, and no matter how much Zark tried to ignore it, the activity got stronger and stronger until Zark and his family found themselves back in the nightmare. So after all of this activity and much more that I didn't mention, I can't help but think, did the nanny curse them, or was she helping them, using her prayers and chanting to hold back whatever evil spirit was in their home? So let's visit Z and the family and find out what's been happening in the last month.
Saint Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protector. Be our protection against the wickedness, against the snares of the devil. Make our rebuke. We humbly.
So Zark's son, Ryan, started having nosebleeds and nightmares every night, and his schoolwork started to get affected. So Zark sent his wife and son to stay with their family, and Zark stayed at home, all alone. And on the first night, the TV turned on by itself, and Zark was woken up by strange sounds. The same thing happened on the second night. Zark had a bad feeling that something was going to happen, and so he went to see a priest, and the priest told him when he felt threatened or during times of paranormal activity to recite the prayer of Saint Michael for protection. Then, on the third night, things got bad. The TV turned on again, and the pitter-patter of running footsteps got Zark out of bed. Now, I constantly talk to Zark via WhatsApp, and he updates me a lot, and on this night, he was probably the most scared he's ever been. Immediately, Zark knew that something evil was present in his home. Both lampshades were moving when he walked into the living room, and things were being thrown around in the kitchen. Zark tries his best to hold the camera still, but with the threat of a paranormal attack all around him, and also being alone in his flat, the fear was too much. His body was shaking all over as he walked through his home. Something evil was with him, and he was so scared that he wouldn't even be able to speak the prayer of protection. Just then, for no reason at all, just as the level of fear in him was rising to an all-time high, a distorted voice started playing from the TV. As Zark slowly starts to calm down, suddenly in the kitchen there's a loud crash, like something fell. In fact, the noise that you just heard was the balcony sliding doors being slammed as it opened. If you look carefully, as Zark walks towards the door, you can see the door sliding back after being pushed open. Zark didn't realize it at the time, and he didn't get a chance, because right then, after this poor man has been terrified to the point of passing out, this ghost, poltergeist or demon isn't finished with him yet, and loud heavy banging starts from the cupboard, and the banging is in threes. As the banging continues in the background, Zark takes out the piece of paper which has the prayer of Saint Michael for protection. But Zark doesn't manage to read the prayer because he's just so scared. He tries to read the words, but he's now being controlled by fear.
Saint Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protector.
As Zark starts to read the prayer, he feels something walk towards him, and then, all of a sudden, you hear a disembodied hiss right in front of his face. He runs back to the kitchen to try to get some distance between him and whatever it is in his home. Finally, it all gets too much for Zark. His body goes into shock and he starts dry heaving. It's a miracle really that he didn't faint. I've spoken to Z last week and he tells me that he's still experiencing much of the same most nights. And he's gonna send me an update in the next few days. He says thank you for all your support and advice you've given him. He's very grateful, but so far, nothing has worked. So I'm asking you again, on behalf of Zark, Mona and Ryan, if you can help, please drop it down in the comment section and make yourself be known. You really will be saving a life. If you're new to Zark's haunting, or if you want to watch what he's been going through from the start, then jump on over to his channel. The name is on screen. Zark has tried everything from blessing to sage, prayer and salt, holy music, holy water and using the Quran, and reading from the Bible. But nothing has helped. So, if you have any ideas or advice, anything at all, no matter how weird it sounds, because he will try absolutely anything, when you get to his channel, drop him a comment or two. And don't forget to tell him the Dark Knight sent you. Thank you.
I just woke up now and the lights have got switched off. It's 2 a.m. It's a haunting hour. I'm just alone in the room right now. You see the air purifier is working. I guess the haunting hour has begun. I don't know if I'm supposed to go out or not. I'm actually scared. Because last time when I was alone, I was attacked. Did you guys hear that?
If you've made it to the end, then I salute you. You prove that you're a true fan of horror. So remember, if you're interested in ghosts, poltergeists and demons, haunted houses, random nautica and urban exploring, cursed objects, serial killers and strange dark mysteries, then Project Dark Knight Horror is the channel for you. I absolutely love all things horror and I'm so passionate about my channel. So if you like what you see and you think I deserve it, then can you show your love and support by liking the videos and subscribing to the channel? I'm a true believer in good karma. The kindness that you put out in the world, you always get back tenfold. So by subscribing to Project Dark Knight and clicking the like button, you'll be doing a good deed for me, your Dark Knight, and you'll be due a big fat lump of good karma. Also, if you didn't know, I've made a private group on Facebook which is exclusive and hidden from the world, meaning you can't search it or find it. The only way to get in is by clicking the link in the description section and I'll open the door for you. So, if you're a fan of horror and you're interested in ghosts, poltergeists and demons and all things dark and twisted, and you want to be part of the horror community, then click the link in the description section. Next, if you didn't know, I've made some merch. I've combined my love for all things dark and twisted with my passion for all things urban, and what you're looking at is the result. But there's more to come. Remember, every piece has been designed by yours truly, the Dark Knight. So, if you want to look cool, dark and stylish, then look no further. Grab a piece of Project Dark Knight history before it's all gone. Lastly, I want to say a massive thank you to my lovely Patreons who go that little bit further to support Project Dark Knight. Some of the names on this list have been with me since the very beginning. Those names are Thorson Lip, Turtle Chief 9, Andrew M. Gross, Laura Rhodey, George Lopez, Donna Sayers, D. Michael Smith, Catherine Murphy, Trumpet, Anna, KJ Majid, Honey Badger, Christy Santi Steven, Charlie X24, Seth J, RU Voodoo, Jacob Wilk, Cynthia Glover, Matt and Katie Murray, Kevin Snipes, Archie Kiriakou, Gail Fogelson, David, and Nightwolf. Thank you so much for your kind and generous support, and as a thank you, I will continue to share my content with you on Patreon earlier than anywhere else. So, from the bottom of my heart to all my loyal lovely Patreons, and also you at home, my dear subscribers, it's thanks to amazing people like you who keeps the engines running at Project Dark Knight. And always remember, you've been watching Project Dark Knight Horror, and I am the Dark Knight. Signing off. Peace!
Don't ever laugh as the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet, from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rock.